All right, I think we're all shared, and let's get started because I've got so much to share with you. The new catalog is here. I can share with you everything inside of it, and that is exciting to me. So, does everybody who needs a holiday catalog have a holiday catalog? Because I'd be happy to send you one. If you don't have one, please send me a email, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. If I can pop one in the mail to you, private message through Facebook is fine. I'd be happy to get one in your hands. The holiday catalog is here, and I'm so excited about it. I'm just going to jump right in with a tour. I can't wait to show you some of what I've been up to and some of my favorites. This is the gorgeous cover, but there's so much more inside. All right, let's start with this first spread here. There is a new punch box. I will always be honest with you, my kitchen table stamper customers, fans, and kitchenettes. I'm not sure how I feel about the punch boxes. I love the punches that are inside of them. I like the stamp sets. I'm not thrilled with the boxes and the price tag that goes along with them. I hate to start out on that note, but that's where I'm at. It's adorable. It's really great. The greetings are, the punch shape is awesome. It's a really, and they're selling like crazy, but I'm not 100% behind the whole punch box idea. Was that too much honesty? We'll just move on from my honesty there, okay? All is Bright Sweet. It's a mega sweet. I can't get this whole entire catalog on the video here, and I don't know there's much I can do. Let me see if I can lift that up. There we go. I did. I got a little bit more of it in there. All right. Mega Sweet, All is Bright. I love these big Christmas words. They're going to be a challenge for me. Build your own greetings are a little bit of a challenge, but here's the good news for any of you who might have known. My Stamparatus was lost for like the last 6 weeks. It's found, so my Stamparatus will probably help me in marrying these print greetings with the script greetings. I don't want you to miss in the bottom corner here the swirls and curls textured embossing folder. Here's a sample I made with it. We're going to see one in Halloween card too. This gives you the deepest impression. I can't even get over how pronounced this is. And with the swirl, it's good for any holiday. It's good for any type of card making. You're going to love this thing. Don't miss the swirls and curls embossing folder. Let's see here. This is a mega sweet. So here's some more All is Bright Designer Series paper and ribbon. This is the mixed satin. It's got a satin texture on half the ribbon and kind of a grosgrain texture on the other half. It's a neat ribbon. Let's see here. The Making Christmas Bright stamp set and the Christmas Bulb Builder Punch are a perfect marriage. Monica loves that card. Thank you, Monica. It was one that I considered doing for a swap. I'll probably end up using it as a video tutorial on the blog. But I was just playing around with this awesome Making Christmas Bright bundle. I love all the punch bundles that Stampin' Up! Has included in the catalog this year. They're when you buy them together, you save 10%, and they're really affordable. $35, you get the punch. It's a forever tool and a great coordinating stamp set. And when we get to the back of the catalog, you'll see that there is an all occasions stamp set that coordinates with the Christmas Bulb Builder Punch, which is one of the things I love about Stampin' Up. They're famous for it. Let's see here. Going on to Dashing Deer, I have the Dashing Deer stamp set and the Detailed Deer thinlits. The Stampin' Up! Gave the Trip Achievers the Dashing Deer as a pillow gift. Oh, you know what? I should pay attention to my stacks here. We're going to back up one. Here's another. This is another card that I did with the Making Christmas Bright. This is one of the cards that we're going to make in so we're going to do this one at my house. If you can live local and you can join us for paper and ink, we're going to make 4 cards. It's free with a Stampin' Up! Qualified order or $15, your choice. All right, so that's another Making Christmas Bright. Dashing Deer, here's another of the cards that we're making at Paper and Ink Cards on the 27th. I love the simplicity of this one. just really shows off the die set, the detailed deer thinlits. All right, very elegant stuff. I love this little luminary sample. I might make one if I can get myself together for a holiday bingo or a holiday open house. I might make one of those as a display. So beautiful. All right, these 2 pages right here, we've got the beautiful baubles and Alpine Adventure. I don't have either of these, but I have to be honest, and I'd like your opinion too. See, I'm Chicago, and we're not very alpine there, and so I wonder how ridiculous it would be to have Alpine Adventure and Alpine Sports thinlits, and if they'll sell. But we do get lots of snow, and I just love this little sled die from the Alpine Sports thinlits. We don't do much snowshoeing and skiing. It's very flat in Chicago, but the sleds are really cute. And then this one that's piled up with the presents. So I'm thinking about that. I'd love to hear your opinion. If you've got an opinion on Alpine Adventure bundle, I'd love to hear it. We'll see if it makes it into the holiday rotation. Festive Farmhouse. I am really loving everything in this suite. The paper is gorgeous. Here's a swap card that I did. It really lets the paper shine. They can be very masculine. They don't have to be Christmas. I love this little stitched dovetail banner piece that comes in there. Just an awesome collection of products. The galvanized buttons, the striped burlap trim. You got to see this. Hold on, let me grab. Okay, so the striped burlap trim is just amazing. Gina says she's in Arizona with no snow, no pine trees, and you love everything Christmas. You don't care if you live in a desert. See, that's good perspective. I needed that. All right, so I don't know if you can catch any better in the sampler here in the Facebook Live video. The gorgeous texture of this striped burlap trim. It's one of my favorites. I'll show you the paper and ribbon samplers right after the catalog tour. Got spots open up for both the holiday paper and ribbon sampler and another annual catalog paper and ribbon sampler. So if you, after the tour, want something of everything or a little bit of everything, I'm taking registrations or sign-ups for the paper samplers and the ribbon samplers right now. I didn't grab a sample of this corrugated dynamic textured impressions embossing folder, but don't miss that down here in the corner. It's another one of those tools that makes everything in your collection look new again. It's just a great texture that goes with everything. Let's see here. These pages, I didn't get any of the stamps. This illuminated Christmas, though, if you like the graceful glass and the stained glass stuff that's in the annual catalog, this is a great tie-in to that designer series paper, stamp set dies. Very pretty for the holidays, too. So if you love that stained glass look, check out Illuminated Christmas. There's some new Stampin' blends on this page. Do not miss the new colors. It's so easy to just, Stampin' blends, they're in the annual, but they're new colors. So there's Shaded Spruce, light and dark, and Real Red, light and dark. Great for the holiday season. Don't miss those. Grab those combo packs for your holiday card making. This page spread, this 2-page spread, I didn't get anything from this one either. The Season's Greetings, North Pole Delivery. I love the greetings in here. I love this big bow. It's tempting, but it's a lot of coloring in a big open space. I'm a little concerned about how that would work in classes and things. It's time consuming for craft fairs. So the jury's out on this one. It's got these beautiful die border pieces that just cut these nice strips that you could use on borders in your cards and around your treat packaging, on your scrapbook pages. The dies are really pretty cool. I don't know. We'll see if this one makes it into my collection. The cross-stitched Christmas, if you look at the sample here, makes a beautiful tree, and a few steps and Stamparatus should make that easier. But cross stitch, not quite my thing, not as much as this right here. I love this Signs of Santa. Everything in this suite is really got me excited. Here's a swap card that I made with it. We're going to make this one at Coffee and a Card on September 12th. I'm starting a Coffee and a Card Christmas Club, so we can do Coffee and a Card. It's $5 or free with an order. Make a card, have some coffee. I'll have 3 cards to choose from, and with your qualifying orders, you can make 3 or 6 cards. So by the time we're done with Coffee and a Card through this holiday season, you can have all your Christmas cards. All right, so let me see. What else do I want to tell you about this? Signs of Santa, fantastic stamp set. The Santa signpost framelits cut out all the images that are printed on this awesome designer series paper. So Mrs. Claus, the little elves, you can cut them all out. It's an easy button. You don't have to color them, but you can when you use them with the stamps. So great little kind of happy vintage looking Christmas stuff. There's also Santa's Workshop Memories and More cards. I think that I'm going to use the Memories and More card pack and Memories and More cards and envelopes for my holiday cards for my customers this year. So if you've placed an order with me in the last 6 months, you'll get a fun little Christmas card in the mail from me, likely made with these 2 products. I just got them and I love the bright colors and the kind of vintage art. We'll see what I can pull together. This Candy Cane Season and Candy Cane Builder Punch. Love this. Let me show you again another swap card that I made with that bundle. I am just in love with all the punch bundles. I've already said it. Elizabeth says hi. Hi, Elizabeth. We're just catalog touring, showing you a couple of things that I've put together and letting you know what my favorites are in the catalog here. We are smack dab in some of my favorites. Ooh, thank you for sharing, Elizabeth. All right, these 2 pages, this layout here, I did not get either of these Great Joy or Peaceful Poinsettias. I love poinsettias. I love these greetings, these great big greetings, and the font is not too whimsical, not too stuffy, and pretty classic. Poinsettias, they might make it into my collection sooner or later, but So Santa is right up my alley. I do tend to go just a little bit more whimsical, and these guys are hysterical. So also look out for a class with So Santa. I'll probably work him into a class in November, I think. I'm working him into a class. So just something to look forward to. The Christmas tags thinlits, I love this. You can absolutely use the tag thinlits to cut out the tags and tie-dye and stamp set. You stamp it all in one piece, lay the die on top, and cut out all of these adorable, I think it's 16, let's see, yeah, 16 little tags all in one pass. It's awesome. But this Christmas tags thinlits dies makes just a plethora of little tags. You can do them in white and vanilla, have them on hand. They're the perfect thing to add to any little treat box or card. So this is a top on my list because of its usefulness. Little thank you tag is good forever. Warm wishes you could put on birthdays, winter cards, even cute little Valentine's-y things. Snowmen, this little gift, perfect for birthdays. Enjoy goes on anything. To and from goes on anything. So it looks very Christmas in the catalog, but it is going to have just use way beyond Christmas. I love this bundle. I have a Halloween card coming up that'll show you the tags in action. Nothing sweeter. This is a fun set, and I love You Sweeten My Day with all of my heart for Valentine's coming up just for you. These are little greetings that you can punch right out or use on these tags. This is going to be a whole lot of fun to play with. I have right now this little catalog case, so it's in real life sample of this little dude right here. It's a good Christmas stamp set, but I'm sure that I'm going to be finding myself grabbing this for some fun Valentine stuff, maybe even some birthday with this little gift box. Let's see here. What else do I have to show you? These 2 pages. I am loving this Winter Woods more and more and more, and it is made purposefully to coordinate with Lovely as a Tree and the Rooted in Nature suite. So this one I have not gotten, but I don't think it's gonna. I'm gonna be able to hold out much longer. Elizabeth says she wasn't sure about that bundle, but she's getting there. I need to know, Elizabeth, are you talking about the Nothing Sweeter bundle or the Tags and Tidings bundle? Let me know which one you're still on the fence about. Joyous Noel. All right, so I grabbed this Joyous Noel Sprig Punch, but I did not get the stamp set. I'm just not there yet on it. Maybe something will get me there. It's like the Love What You Do stamp set with the different sprigs and kind of the watercolor washes to fill in. And I don't know, I feel like it is a little bit repetitive of that. It probably would pair nicely to give more variety to each. You know, this one does bring in some things that are really wintry, like the pine bough, but the leaves and the sprigs and things, different watercolor wash shape, they'd probably play nicely together. Maybe I won't hold out forever on it, but I haven't gotten that yet. But the Sprig Punch is an absolute must for me. I cannot put this thing down. I love the Sprig Punch. So that one's been in my collection and very well loved. The Designer Series paper is got a Christmassy side to it with the little deers, and the snowflakes are very winter, but I'm really enjoying pairing up this Joyous Noel specialty paper with the half full wine stamp set. So I've made these little wine candles. I love that. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, but if white runs out, I'll drink the red. And just pairing up the Designer Series paper there because of the rich colors with the half full. There's another little wine candle. It's just a nice color combination, works well together. Elizabeth says, talking about Tags and Tidings, right? At first I looked at it, I was like, oh, there's so little, but I can't help myself. And then the Sprig Punch, I barely put it down. It's going to get boring around here with that Sprig Punch, I think. Thank you, my little wine candles. I'm just loving this paper with that. It's the rich colors, the Merry Merlot and Tranquil Tide make really nice wine theme projects. I'll be doing some little notebooks and things too for the craft fair. The Take Your Pick tool, oh my goodness, that is probably one of my #1 items in the holiday catalog. I just think that everybody needs one of these, and I wasn't sure about it when I saw it. I was like, oh, another one of those. I have the other brand putty tool, and it's such a mess. It's everywhere. It's gooey. It leaves the putty on the projects, and this one does not do that. The interchangeable tips, very useful. I just love this product. The putty tips are on back order right now, but don't let that hold you back from ordering the tool. It comes with 1 refill attached and then a backup. So you'll have plenty, and you can get the putty refills when they come in. It's not a big deal. Elizabeth needs to get one of these. I'm telling you, I didn't think I needed it. They gave it to me on the Alaskan cruise, and I use it every day. I didn't get any of these stamp sets yet. I've seen some cute stuff with this Feathers and Frost. It's a nice price point too, but I'm holding out. You can't have everything. These are beautiful if you love to color, and with all the new Stampin' Blend colors that have come out in the last year, these are going to be so much fun. I love this little image. It's not the most practical for classes or for craft fairs because of the time involved, so that doesn't mean it won't make it into my collection though. I do love it. Sincerely Santa and the Sincerely Santa Project Kit. This is so exciting to me. I am going to offer tag nights. Anybody who would like to host a tag night, I will bring the Sincerely Santa stamp set. I will bring the Cherry Cobbler and Garden Green ink, and you and your friends order up the Sincerely Santa project kit, and by the end of the night, we'll all have 30 beautiful tags for dressing up our holiday gifts. This is an exciting and very useful product. Elizabeth's going back and forth on the kitchen set. I know, it's so pretty, and I don't know, it's a great set, but it's not practical for me. And so sometimes the business side of things takes over what I would normally love to use. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh, this, wishing you well. The more I see, look at this, the samples are great. I got a couple of swap cards with it that were just phenomenal. Wishing you well is in my next order, and it's probably going to be a class. It just really speaks to me. It's good for everything. I love the distinctive bow. It's stamped so gorgeous. The tag set is my Thanksgiving project with my daughter. Julie, the tag set from the Sincerely Santa, are you guys getting together to do it on Thanksgiving, or we'll do it after Thanksgiving dinner? How does that work? First Frost is an amazing bundle, and the paper is phenomenal. I just cut my first round of paper samplers. And so this is a kitchen table stamper holiday paper sampler. You get 1/4 of a package of everything. And I think that this Frosted Floral Specialty Designer Series paper was my biggest surprise. You know, it's really fun doing these samplers because you get to see and touch every single thing in the catalog. And this, I think, was probably my biggest aha. These are a little bit lighter weight than our designer series paper, but not as light as the specialty, like the tea room, you know, the ones that are like envelope paper. They're not as light as that, but they're a little bit lighter than the designer series paper. And they have a pearl sheen across the entire sheet, not like the, hold on a second, I'm gonna reach behind me and grab. Okay, so this Share What You Love specialty paper had the little pearl accents. You can see it catching the light there. The Frosted Floral has a pearl sheen across the entire piece. All right, then one side is a botanical and the other side is a multicolor. So like the B sides are very subtle, and the A sides have these multicolor, beautiful floral prints. This is gorgeous for the spring season that's coming up, or for non-traditional holiday cards. It's just, this paper, I had no idea until I got it in my hands. It is absolutely gorgeous. These paper samplers just make all the difference. All right, so there's, look at that multicolor floral with the soft suede and the tranquil tide, just so serene. And then here, this one's a little bit more bouncy and happy. And then the back side of that one is this gorgeous gray, but the pearl sheen over it. I don't know how to put it into words. It was just one of those things where you had to see it, and the paper, the paper samplers allow you to see everything, and then order more of what you love. Play with what you like, order more of what you love. You get a little bit of everything. So that was my biggest surprise, I think, in the whole holiday catalog. I don't know why. I was on the cruise. I saw some samples with it. It was just, I guess, getting the full sheets. They're just gorgeous. Okay. Elizabeth loves the First Frost Suite, right? It's so unusual, too, for a holiday catalog. It's something that'll last throughout the whole year. Beautiful wedding cards, sympathy cards, birthday. You can do so much with this. Julie and so you and your daughter throw the turkey in and then craft. That's an awesome Thanksgiving tradition. All right, so let's see. Where are we at? Spirited Snowman. Look out for a class. This will be available in person in the Chicago area or online. I can't wait to play with him. I wasn't sure at first. I really wasn't, but I got a swap card with him colored in. I wish I could remember who it was from. And it was just it just took my breath away. He was colored simply, but beautiful. The card was great. I ordered him, and we'll do a class with him before, probably in December. And buffalo check background. Cannot put it down. It's another one of those. So here's some annual catalog product. A little foxy. And the, what is this one called? Sunshine Saints, but mixed up with that little buffalo plaid on the back. It's very outdoorsy. And I just love this buffalo. The buffalo check. Very trendy, but it's also classic. It really is. Beautiful blizzard. This is got the most unique thinlet die. It's one big die, and it cuts out a negative space where all the snowflakes fall out, and it makes a beautiful background. And then all the little snowflakes that fall out, you can use the positive little snowflakes. So here's the little snowflakes that fall out, you know, just laid over a white background. And then I should have grabbed a swap card. I don't have this one, but to show you how the both negative and positive space were intended to be used, I should have grabbed a card. But it's a gorgeous bundle. Let's see, am I forgetting any samples? I don't think so. I think we're doing pretty good so far, so good. I did not get anything on this page yet. This Flourish Filigree, I did order it. I love that it pairs with the Pretty Label Punch. I don't use that enough. Yeah, the buffalo check is pretty awesome, isn't it, Elizabeth? Country Home, love this suite. I'm so excited to have this for fall. This is one of the cards that we're going to make in the paper and ink card class on September 27th. If you placed an order with me in July, I think it was. I think this one went out with my holiday catalogs to previous downline. I think that's what I used that for. I don't know. Some of you might have gotten one of these in the mail from me. I just don't remember exactly who I sent them to. But I love this stamp set. And I love that you can use these, like this sample right here. The fill-ins, you can put them in the crocker and the pitcher, but you don't have to. Look at this sample right here where it's used just as a border and on crumb cake and colored. Isn't that great? And then here I just stamped it once up, once down, and just used the floral. So great, great bundle. What else did I want to show you here? Don't miss the new Stampin' Blend colors, Cajun Craze and Blackberry Bliss. I love having the Cajun Craze. It's like a neutral to me. It's that terracotta color that is so necessary for different nature things, boxes and terracotta pots and tiles and things. So I'm so glad that we have that color. And Blackberry Bliss is heavenly. Just a great color. Joanne loves this card. Thank you, Joanne. I do too. The chicken wire elements, don't miss that. It's really cool. And the galvanized metallic paper is wonderful. There's some of that in the paper sampler here. I love that it's... here we go. It's a two-sided paper, so it's galvanized on both sides, and it isn't shiny like the silver foil. It's different, and it takes ink. So if you look at this sample right here, this has been embossed with the tin tile and then inked up a bit to make it look kind of vintagey, so it'll take the ink. Don't miss the tin tile dynamic folder in the corner here. All the little embossing folders are in the bottom right corners. Don't miss those. They're awesome. Let's see. I don't want to miss any samples that I have pulled aside for you. Pleasant Pheasants, the Falling for Leaves bundle. I didn't get either one of those. The more I see with the Falling for Leaves, I'm kind of regretting it. But I'm so in love with the country lane stuff. That's going to be the majority of what I do for fall, I think. This one just was best, in my opinion. But these are really nice, too. The Falling for Leaves, everything leaves, makes nice little cards and projects. We'll see if this one makes it into my collection. I'm turning the page to Many Blessings. I presented Many Blessings on the incentive trip. This was Ruth Snyder's $1 Million Stamp Set. I've had lots of fun with this, but the only things I grabbed to show you were my little pizza boxes. We're going to do this both online and in person in October. This will be in my online classroom, and it's also going to be a class that I offer. And you can do either or both, the Many Blessings box or the Merry Christmas box. And inside will be 6 little 3x3 note cards. I love this sunflowers with the little hello. There's a few of the blessing ones. I used some of the blessing ones while I was on the cruise and left little notes for some of the people who served me so attentively, my steward and the guys in the dining room. Here's the little Christmas tags. There'll be 6 in the little box. They're similar but different. We use a lot of this kind of stuff this time of year for hostesses and attached to gifts and things like that. So there's the Many Blessings pizza box. That'll be a class that I'll offer next month. Here is the Making Every Day Bright. Let's see here. Elizabeth says those are super cute. Gina says, I'll serve you. Gina. And Elizabeth says, did you say you're doing a class? Yes. The Many Blessings will be in my home on the second Monday in October, and it'll be available in the online classroom mid-October also, so you can take it to go. Gina, you're cracking me up. I'm not going to get through the catalog at this rate. Okay. Composure. I have much of it. Making Every Day Bright. This is the all occasion, all season stamp set that coordinates with the light bulb builder punch. So I did order this one. The images are very little, and I'm going to play with it before I officially offer a class with this one. But I am thinking that this one's going to have to make its way into a class because I cannot get over the feathers and the penguin. I can't get over it. I think that they're so cute. So be on the lookout. I'll let you know how it goes. It depends on how creative I actually get with it. It should arrive this afternoon. I have an order come in with a couple of last minute stamp sets and things that I use my bonus days coupons on. By the way, you can order from the catalog starting now. And if you have bonus days coupons, don't forget to use them. If you need help using your bonus days coupons, reach out, please. Here is a fun Halloween card. It's a little over the top. There's a lot going on here, but sometimes those are fun to make. Features the Cauldron Bubble stamp set and die set. You can see it cut out my little kitty so it could span the tag and the circle. Elizabeth, I love Halloween stuff too, and there's just never enough of it or enough time for it. I'm telling you. We use the Bat Punch. I'll show you that. It's coming up in a page or two. And these tags are from the Tags and Tidings. Let's go flip just to that really quick. The Christmas tag thinlets. I used this tag right here, and it fits this Happy Halloween greeting perfectly. And just layered up Whisper White and Granny Apple Green. You can catch the shine there, the reflection. That is the black foil sheets. Don't miss those in the corner there. I love the shiny texture that gives. And let's see here, the buffalo check. Lots of new catalog product there. The framelits for Cauldron, or the Cauldron framelits, dies, cut the images from the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper. We're going to use that in today's project. And there's a few more Stampin' Blends here. Basic Black and Mango Melody. So don't miss the new Stampin' Blends colors. There's this one. Okay, let me put this guy aside. We're getting to the end of the catalog here. Oh no, it's so good. Black glittered organdy ribbon. I did not order any of that until my first round of ribbon samplers, and I was not sure about it. I thought it was going to be stiff or the glitter was going to shred. You can't even see the glitter in the picture. Look at the glitter in that ribbon. It is not stiff, and it does not poop glitter all over the place. So I stand corrected. Another reason why I love these samplers. You get to actually see a couple yards of it before you commit to a full roll. So take a look at that glittered organdy ribbon and know that it's just so much more special in real life, and it's not stiff. It doesn't get glitter all over everything. It's a great Halloween, but it's also really kind of elegant. I think with a black and white motif, you can make it look really stunning or elegant, feminine. It doesn't have to be creepy in Halloween. Brenda says, cool card. Thanks, Brenda. I hope you're well. Elizabeth said, glad there's no more. She can't afford it. Oh, no. I understand. Okay, takeout treats. I can't wait to use it. I can't believe I haven't touched it yet, but I have this. Look at this adorable bitty little takeout box. I will, as soon as I get some crafting time, try to put together a quick little video on how to use the framelits and make a little project with takeout treats. Look at the takeout treats here. We've got less tricks, more treats. So there's our Halloween. This is for you, something sweet to eat. Those are all the time thank you greetings, so you can really use this for anything. This is for you with the little stars. We make great little birthday boxes. And then love you lots, the heart with the X's and O's, Valentine's, and of course some Christmas cheer for you. So this is going to be, it's holiday catalog, but this is going to last you all year. This is a forever tool. Trick or tweet. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is probably one of my favorite things in the catalog. This is the card that we're going to make today. I'll get to that in just a second. Just love these little dudes. They're really cute. They're not too complicated to color. Fancy, fancy set right there. It's not too late to get in on the trick or tweet Halloween card class in the Kitchen Table Stamper online classroom. Online classroom, kitchentablestamper.com/online classroom. You can find all the information about my current to-go classes. Trick or tweet card class, $30. You will receive the trick or tweet stamp set and card kits to make these 4 cards. And you can order that or learn more at kitchentablestamper.com/online classroom. The Spooky Sweets. All right, so Spooky Sweets. Here's a fun little sample, kinda, I guess. The Bat Punch coordinates with the bat image in the set. The Twinkle Builder Punch coordinates with the moon and star images. So again, another punch bundle. I love it. I love when you can, for $30.50, get a great stamp set and a forever tool like the Bat Punch. So this is really a favorite right here. Again, you can see the swirls and curls embossing folder for Halloween. Makes a nice night sky. And this is the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper. The Bat Punch punches the bats from the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper. So let me show you that. We're going to use this paper, so I'll go through with it real quick. There's side A and B, side A and B, side A and B. I love the brooms. Cannot get over the brooms. They're hysterical. Side A, side B, side A, and side B. And now the one I'm trying to get to, side A, side B. And these are the bats that coordinate with the Bat Punch. So Stampin' Up! Thinks of everything. These are the bats that I cut out from the paper and just applied to the largest stitched circle to make a moon. All right. So there. Oh, this is another one of the cards that we will make in paper and ink card class on the 27th. So if you were keeping track, we had Halloween, a Thanksgiving, and 2 Christmas cards that feature all kinds of new product. It's like a new product launch paper and ink card class. If you want more information about classes, or if you want to register, you live in the Chicagoland area, come to class. Email me, Marisa, at kitchentablestamper.com. All right, I think we are to the very end of it. Now here is the best host stamp sets I think Stampin' Up! Has come out with in a long time. I will receive these in my order today. You will see me do much with these. I think that they're fantastic. The stockings are so cute. I love this multicolor with the buffalo check. Oh my goodness, I can't even get over how cute that is. And then warm-hearted. Look at the greetings for all seasons. The big Merry Christmas. Cheers to the new year. Thanks. Boo. Look at this pizza box, people. Do you see that pizza box? With the little skull? The little skull. Do you see that? Do you see that? If you didn't see that, see that. This can be yours for free with a $150 order. And yeah, if you've got questions about the host rewards, email me, reach out, private message me. And then on the back of the catalog, I wanted to just draw your attention to these gorgeous samples that show the wonderful coordination between Winter Woods and Rooted in Nature. They're great samples. Don't miss those on the back cover. Whew, that was, wow, we went through a lot of stuff, but it's a fantastic catalog. I'm really, really pleased with this one. There's always something I can work with, but I'm really pleased with this one. All right, so let's get to our project for today. I've got an adorable Halloween card for you. This is what we're making, and here's what you need. All right, you will need the Trick or Tweet stamp set. I've got the Softly Fallen embossing folder here, Textured Impressions embossing folder. I used my layering circles framelits and stitched shapes framelits, and I cut out those pieces ahead of time just to save us a little bit of time on the video here. This is not the largest. It's the second largest circle, and I think it's 2 3/8. I think I just wrote the project sheet a minute ago. It is on the project sheet, and this is the 2 9/16 inch scallop that mats it. Okay, so those are your stitch shapes and layering circles. I also ahead of time punched a basic black 1 3/8 scallop circle and a whisper white 1 1/4 inch circle. Now, we'll see if I can actually stamp the greeting on this, or if I'm gonna have to get a scrap, stamp it and cut it out, but I'm gonna do my best. All right, what else do we need? Memento ink. My Stampin' blends, you probably saw them off to the side there, are Soft Suede, Light and Dark, Crumb Cake, Light and Dark, Highland Heather, Light and Dark, Granny Apple Green, Light and Dark, and I have a colorless blender. What is this one called? The Color Lifter. Let's get these guys out of here, and I'll show you the rest of the consumable supplies. I've got a Granny Apple Green card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a 3 by 3 piece of the Toil and Trouble Frogs, a 1.5 by 3 piece of the Toil and Trouble Gorgeous Grape Stripe. Got a piece of basic black cardstock, that's for punching our bats. I've buried my bat punch, here we go. And my bat punch. Then the basic black metallic thread. I think that's everything we need. So let's get started. I'm going to just grab my Big Shot really quick and get that out of the way. We'll emboss the background of this card. All right, so while I'm embossing the background of this card, what is your favorite designer series paper in the new holiday catalog? Go ahead and let me know what your favorite one is. If you're undecided about what your favorite one is, grab a paper sampler. You'll know after you touch them and feel them all. All right, I pulled out the thin die adapter and put in a cutting plate. Grab my card base, open up. Now I want my Softly Fallen not to fall, but instead to like bubble up like cauldron bubbles. So we're going to be careful about how we place the card into the folder. All is Bright. Julie, All is Bright, huh? I should have pulled that one out because the All is Bright paper is very whimsical on one side and it's photo real on the other side, and I love that too. Elizabeth loves the farmhouse. I love the versatility of that farmhouse paper. It will be awesome for the holidays, but great for masculine projects too. And some of the cherry cobbler ones will make good Valentine's if you use it in small doses. All right, let me get this out. All right, here's our card base, and you can see our bubbles bubble up. I thought that looked kind of like a cauldron, so. Monica says, haven't seen any in person, but the Santa one and the Halloween one. The Toil and Trouble is awesome. I showed you that one. The Santa one, I wish I could remember all the names right off the bat. The Santa's Workshop has little flocked details. So the brims of the hats and the little snowflakes in the back are flocked. The candy cane stripe, the white stripes are fuzzy. Like the little fuzzy flocking on it is so awesome. It's a really unique paper. Good choice. You like the bright kind of whimsical ones, don't you, Monica? All right, let's get some Stampin' here. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to hit this greeting on that circle. But if I don't hold it against me, okay, guys? I'm going to start with the easy stuff first. We're going to warm up here by stamping our little witchy dog. Memento Tuxedo Black. Right in kind of center of our circle here. Oh, so cute. Love him. All right, a little bit trickier here. Scare up a little fun. And we want to put it low of center because we're going to have one of the little bats flying off the top. Boy, I hope that stamp is right side up. Did anybody check to see if I had my words right side up first? Monica asked if the embossing folder is new. It is not. It's from the annual catalog. I think that's pretty good. It doesn't go off the edges or anything. That was tough. I don't know whose idea it was to stamp the punch circle instead of stamp and then punch. Do you guys stamp and then punch, or do you guys punch and then stamp? Lisa loves the Country Lane. Me too. Those cotton blossom patterns are so beautiful. There's a mint macaron with cotton blossoms. They're little. And a crushed curry with big cotton blossoms. And I love that. I'm not going to pull out the paper sampler again and show you. I know we're talking about it, but we don't need to do that. All right, bats. I've got my little bat punch here. And we only need 2 of the 3 for this one. And I want the ones with the wings up flying position. So I'm just going to slide that dude in there. Punch those 2 guys right out. Set them aside. Dolores does both. Punch and stamp or stamp and punch. And Elizabeth stamps then punches. I should have stamped then punches because it's so close to the edges. But, you know, it's okay. It turned out fine. All right, so for my doggy, I'm going to give you a quick coloring lesson here. I'm going to grab my crumb cake first, light, and then dark. And I like to have them both ready to go because we're coloring kind of a big space here. And what I'm going to do is color my doggy's head with the light. I'm going to stop at that little neck string, and we're putting a complete coat of the crumb cake. Then down the back of his head and under his hat, we're going to draw a little shadow with the dark, and then just bring those 2 together with little circular scribbles. So now we've got a nice little shadow that the hat cast on the back of his head. Then we're going to do the same thing here, where his nose, his muzzle, will cast a shadow on his neck. And then we're going to continue and color him in with the light crumb cake. I generally color light, dark, blend with light, but there's exceptions to that rule. Okay, we're going to continue this shadow kind of down his belly, and then where the coat would kind of cast a shadow on his rump, and where this leg would cast a shadow on his belly. And then we'll just scribble in the 2 shades together. And there's our dog. Now, what I'll do opposite a shadow, so we've got the shadow here that I would cast, we're going to put kind of opposite on his paws. And that gives him, that defines his bottom a little bit. And this back leg is going to be in shadow, so we're going to color most of that one with the dark. All right, so there's our little doggy. Now let's do his eye and his ear and his tail and his nose. So I got my soft suede here, light and dark. Let's see. That one's light. That one's dark. All right, so I'm going to take my light and we're going to do the same kind of procedure here. We'll color in his ear and his eye. And then where the hat casts a shadow across the ear and eye, go with the dark. And then blend it to the light. And now his nose, I'm going full out dark soft suede. Crazy, right? And then I'm going to touch a little bit of light at the very tip, so it's almost got a little reflection. It's very subtle. And then dark and light for his tail. Let's light his tail first, and then dark under the bottom, and bring it together. So there's our little puppy. Pretty quick, pretty cute. Let's do the hat and the coat. You know what? Let me bring in my sample so you can see. Monica's not a big animal person, but she has so many friends and family that are, that she's going to get this set for Halloween. That's exactly how I feel about that. The animals, I like animals, but I don't own any, and I don't have really strong emotional attachments to animals, but I do. People love their animals, so this is a great craft fair set, and he colors up pretty quick too. Kathy says, why is it you have two sides of the paper? Oh, that's why you have two sides of the paper. You're talking about my little greeting, Kathy. I missed it when it came up. So yes, that's exactly why there's two sides of the paper. Because when you can't hit the little scrap that you cut, you can always flip it and do the other side. That's what I'm saying. All right, so we've got the light Highland Heather, and I'm going just across the brim of the hat here. And then I'm going to take the dark Highland Heather and draw in a little shadow at the tips of the hat and somewhat along the bottom. Then where those two come together, scribbly circles. Okay. Then for the hat itself, we're going to come in and color almost to the center, leaving kind of a highlight down the center of the hat. And then we'll come in here where there would be a shadow in that crease, and down the opposite side. And we'll just scribble that together again. And then where I left that highlight, I'm just very lightly touching. I don't want it to go away completely, but I didn't want stark white contrast. All right, so for his cape, I'm gonna scribble in with little circles. Figure if you gotta watch me color on live, I might as well explain to you what I'm doing. I hope it's helpful to those of you who enjoy coloring. All right, now for a shadow, we're gonna go down the back and at the fold of the cape, down the back and then toward the front. We're just lining it. And now for the opposite side, we'll go along doggy's body there because it'll cast a shadow. And we'll just soften where those two come together. Little circles are the best way to kind of blend the two shades. And don't overwork it, let it dry. Let's see, would you ever consider a coloring class with the blends? Absolutely. I have done many, many, many Copic classes, and I would be very happy to. I've done them as a club where you collect markers as you go, and I've also done them just as classes. So yes, if there's an interest, a local interest, I would be very happy. I love to color. Coloring is my happy place. All right, so you can see with the granny apple, I'm doing kind of the same as I did with the hat, leaving a little highlight, bringing in the shadow, and then lightly bringing everything together. So there's our puppy. If you want to, I did, you can grab your light crumb cake and then just kind of at the ground here, I'm doing little sketchy marks. I'm not filling in solid, and I'm just adding kind of a shadow, a ground for him to sit on. And then what I'll do is take my lifter and then scribble over that to soften it. And it just makes a subtle shadow underneath him, so he's not just floating in white space. All right, that's it. Now it's just assembly. Let's grab about an arm's length of metallic thread here. I take about 18 inches or so. I got that. Now my adhesive, I've got some dimensionals here. I want the regular size ones. And a little multi-purpose liquid glue and some snail. Let's start putting some of these layers together here. We'll do our doggy snailed to our scallop. And then let's get our designer series paper and get those guys in. We're got a slightly textured background, so I'm going to use quite a bit of adhesive. I use quite a bit of adhesive all the time anyway. But, okay, see, quite a bit, I'm out. All right, now we're gonna place at kind of jaunty angles our designer series paper. Watch the directions of your frogs. I think this paper, maybe it wasn't intentional, but I think it does have kind of a direction. You gotta watch your frogs, otherwise the majority of them will be upside down. All right, I got another snail here. Snail our puppy on the frogs. I want to make sure he's level with the bottom of the card. Sometimes it's tricky when you've got angled papers. And my little scallop, some fun. Anybody see where I put my scallop punch? I had a basic black scallop punch, and I have completely lost it. Aha! See, you can run, but you can't hide. Little snail there. Now, scallop some fun centered there. And I've got a couple of dimensionals here that are in pieces. So more small pieces is better for this technique than just one big one. So I'm going to put a few and make them sticky. Elizabeth says, thanks for the tip. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. All right, got my thread. I'm just going to tack it into the dimensionals. And then I'm going to make a few loops. And what I like to do is loop a few kind of off the top of my circle. And I'm just tacking them to the dimensional as I go. And then a few off the bottom of my circle. And I do it that way so that I avoid it looking like a daisy. I don't want it to look like even loops all the way around, like a flower, like a daisy. I like to just make kind of random loops. Come here, I want one more little loop from you. Get back here. It's not too much to ask, is it? All right, so there's my random loopy pattern. Get that dude. We don't want to cover our doggy tail. And last up, easy, we're going to take our bats and put our thumbnail on the side of the body, crease up the wing, then the opposite side. So we've got a little dimensional bat, some multi-purpose liquid glue. Ooh, this is not going to end well. Let me try something else here. I do have a pin, but it never fails. If I squeeze too hard on a little application like this, I end up with a mess. Ooh. Where's my pen? Aha. I always keep a pin taped to the side of my bucket. There we go. After you clear out the glue enough times, the pin gets sticky anyways, and it can just stick to the side of the tool bucket. All right, a little bit'll do. You don't want it to ooze out. So we'll scare up a little fun, decorate our greeting with one of these little bats. And then with the other one, same thing, crease. Grab his wings, put a little multi-purpose liquid glue on the body. Ooh, do you ever say in your head when you're using the multi-purpose liquid glue, this is not going to end well? There we go. I only need a little bit. Oh, see? Snap. All right, hold on. Phone book to the rescue. All right, I think we're good now. Another little bat. Put him up here flying away. There it is, we did it. A full holiday catalog tour and a fun little Halloween card. Thanks for hanging with me today, guys. We had a lot to do. I just love this little trick or treat stamp set with the little animals. Let me get that in there and show ya. From the new holiday catalog. Ooh, I see a heart. I love that. Thank you. All right, if you've got any questions about holiday catalog products, about the project that we made, if you need a holiday catalog, you don't have a demonstrator, I'd be so happy to send one to you. Just message me. Monica loves the card. Elizabeth says super cute. Thank you, thank you. If you'd like to join my holiday paper and ribbon sampler groups, we're forming now. Just shoot me a message and I'll send you the registration form. Holiday ribbon, 2 yards of every ribbon. You can see how I pack it up. The name, the width, the color, and the item number is on the little card. And you get 2 yards of each ribbon. So it's 14 yards total, and that's $14 plus shipping if necessary. And then the designer series paper, you get 12 pieces of everything except for black foil. You get 2 6x6 pieces. Galvanized metallic, you get 2 6x6 pieces. And the Joyous Noel, you get 8 glimmer pieces. Otherwise, it's 12 6x6 pieces for a total of 96 sheets, and that's $35. I'd love to include you in my sampler. That's the ultimate holiday catalog tour right there. Anybody got questions about our little trick or treat buddy here? Anything I can do to help you stay crafty? All right, you guys, if you need anything at all, email me, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for hanging with me today. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.